Okay, today a little bit late. Okay.
What's cool about measurements is that you can use different units to measure the same object. It's true, like a TV stand.
Okay.
You could measure it in inches. Alright, let's see. This stand is about 36 inches. You could measure in feet. 36 inches is the same as 3 feet. And you can even measure in yards. 3 feet is the same as 1 yard. Got it? Alright. Oh, and TV stands are usually bigger than one ruler. So whenever you're trying to measure larger objects using a ruler, you always have to put the next ruler where the last one ends, with no gaps or overlaps in between. When measuring, if you use a smaller unit, you need to use more units. In our TV stand example, inches are smaller than feet. And 36 is more than 3. And feet are smaller than yards. We used more feet than yards. So whatever units you use to measure, as long as you measure in the right way, you'll always get the right number.
You got it what he said? Do you got it what he said? Come on, Cole. We really don't have time because we're already starting. Okay. Ready? Okay.
What's cool about measurements is that you can use different units to measure the same object. It's true, like a TV stand. You could measure it in inches. Alright, let's
Listen
see.
carefully.
This stand is about 36 inches. You could measure in feet. 36 inches is the same as 3 feet. And you can even measure in yards. 3 feet is the same as 1 yard. Got it? Alright. Oh, and TV stands are usually bigger than one ruler. So whenever you're trying to measure larger objects using a ruler, you always have to put the next ruler where the last one ends, with no gaps or overlaps in between. When measuring, if you use a smaller unit, you need to use more units. In our TV stand example, inches are smaller than feet. And 36 is more than 3. And feet are smaller than yards. We used more feet than yards. So whatever units you use to measure, as long as you measure in the right way, you'll always get the right number.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's go. Today's homework. Actually, this is the reason I made the template for the inch and feet and 3 feet equals
Daddy, they
yard.
can't even see it. They can't even see it.
Oh, they cannot see it? Okay, let's go closer. Let them see. That's the inch, and 12 inches equals
Daddy,
1 foot. 3
If they
1
can't see, then you have to let me
come
see.
to 1 yard. Okay, no, let's
Help! I can't get out.
come. Sit down, come on. Okay, alright, let's go.
Guys, Daddy, my hand is sticky. No, 已经脏了。
Hold on a second. Okay, 1 sec. I really gotta do it fast.
那已经脏了，爸爸。
It's okay. We'll just wash your hands. That's it.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Daddy.
you're welcome. Come on. All right. Let's do it. Okay. Okay.
Which unit would you need fewer of to measure a tree?
So which unit you gonna use for the measure the tree? The first one?
All the same.
All the same. B.
Fewer feet.
Few feet.
Fewer inches.
Few inches. D.
Fewer yards.
Fewer yards.
Few yards. Okay, good.
Which is the best estimate for the length of a guitar? Select two estimates using different units.
Oh, I gotta choose two, I think. Okay, first one.
A. About 10 inches. B. About 36 inches. C. About 8 feet. D. About 1 yard.
Okay, which one? Look at there. If you don't read it now, then you can look at the up there. So let's read it again. When you look at up there, you look up there, listen what they said, okay? First one.
A. About 10 inches.
For a guitar, 10 inches. Does that make sense or doesn't make sense?
It doesn't.
It doesn't, okay. B.
B. About 36 inches.
About 36 inches. And O.
Then O. So you gotta think about it. 36, look. 36 minus how much over here? How many over here?
There are 12.
12. So 36 minus 12 equals 24, right? So 24 minus 12 is 12, which is mean 36 inches is 3 of this big, which is mean like this big. The guitar kind of like this big. This big.
Well, yeah.
No?
Well, yeah.
So that's right or wrong?
Right?
Okay. Looks like a right?
Mm-hmm.
So B and C.
C. About 8 feet.
8 feet. So this 1 feet. Okay? That's 2 feet. That's the 3 feet, right? So is that 8 feet? I mean, yeah, 8 feet. That will be. Oh my God, five like this, 5 of this long. So that's for the guitar. It makes sense, or doesn't make sense?
It makes sense.
Make sense? That's the 3 feet. That's the 3 feet. He said 8 feet. So, gotta put a 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going like that. You think that's for the guitar? So, make sense or doesn't make sense?
It doesn't make sense.
It makes sense or doesn't make sense? It makes sense or doesn't make sense?
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, so D.
Help.
D.
Thank you.
D. About 1 yard.
About 1 yard.
Yes.
Make sense or doesn't make sense?
Yeah.
So we're gonna choose what?
We're going to choose the number B and number D.
Okay. Next.
How am I doing so fast?
Because you focus. When you focus, you can do it best. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Katie wants to measure the length from the pitcher's mound to home plate on the softball field. Should she use inches or feet to measure it? Use the drop-down menus to explain your answer.
Do you know?
She should use, since the number of is less than the number of.
Do you know about the question is?
Okay, so
No, do you understand the question is? Do you understand the question is? Oh, okay. I'm gonna read the question again, okay? Ready?
Katie wants to measure the length from the pitcher's mound to home plate on the softball field. Should she use inches or feet to measure it? Use the drop-down menus to explain your answer. She should use, since the number of is less than the number of.
Got it or no? Do you understand the question or no? Okay, look. He want to measure the
I said yes.
Oh yes? Okay. Alright. She should use inch or feet?
Feet.
Feet. Good. And sign the number of
Feet or
feet.
inches?
Feet is less than the number. You know what that means? Cause look. You see over here? Let's check over here. Look. That's what?
That is 1 inch.
1 inch, right? This is what?
This is 12 inch.
Inches.
Mhm.
Okay? That's 12 inches. 12 inches equals what?
Equals 1 foot. I
Right.
mean 1
Foot. Yeah,
foot.
1 foot. But it's a 1 inches equals 1 foot. So which is mean 12 inches equals 1 foot, right? But this 12 is 1. So the foot number, 1 foot, that number is less than 12,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So the 12 number is bigger than 1, right?
Mhm.
But only different is one of it is we measure with a foot, one of the we measure with the inches,
Mhm.
right? So this question was asked you about if you use first one you choose to use a foot, right? Feet. So if you use a feet, that will be less which number less than what number?
Mhm.
So that will be a foot number is less than inches,
Mhm.
right? Because the foot number is bigger.
Mhm.
But when they measure, you're gonna use more inches number to equals the foot number,
嗯哼，
right?
怎么这么快？我的眼睛就困了一点。
这是 okay.
How much homework do we have today?
2 more. Yeah. Okay. Now is
What about that game that yesterday we
Which
said we
unit
saved
would
it?
you use more of to
Finish
measure
this
the
first.
length of the whiteboard?
so which unit you're gonna use to measure the whiteboard? Which unit you're gonna use? First,
A. Inches. B. Feet. C. Yards. D. All the same.
you know the whiteboard is, right?
Huh?
The whiteboard when in the class they have a whiteboard. So what kind of unit you gonna measure for the whiteboard?
All the same.
All the same? No, which unit?
Actually, the number yard. Yard.
Yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because whiteboards are very big.
I know, very big, but if you use yard, then maybe only not even 1 yard.
Because look at how long is that, and look at how long is that too, because that's the same long as the whiteboard.
I think it would better use the feet.
Okay, then we use the foot.
Yeah, feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Last one. The number. Okay, let's read the question.
Estimate the length of the hammer using different units. Use the drop-down menus to show your answer. The hammer is about 11 long. The hammer is about 1 long. You need inches then feet to measure the hammer.
Tell me, the hammer. The hammer is about 11 what?
11 inches.
Okay, 11 inches. Look right there.
11. Okay, so 12 inches.
No, he said that the hammer is about 11 what? What are you going to choose?
11 inches.
Inches. Okay. So the hammer is about a
Actually-
1.
Oh, yeah.
So the hammer is about a 1 what?
1. Huh?
The hammer is about a 1 what?
Foot.
1 foot. So you need more or fewer inches than foot to measure the hammer.
You will need a little bit few more inches.
Fewer than inches?
I said take a little bit of more of inches.
More. So you gotta use, if you use the inches to measure the hammer, so the number going to big or small?
Small. Oh no. No, my little snail, Daddy.
Come on, Carl.
My
That's
snail.
Don't worry, I got the new one. Come on, that's the last one. If you use the inches, the number will be bigger or the number will be smaller.
Smaller.
If you use the inches to measure the hammer, the number will be big or small.
Small.
Use the inches to measure the hammer.
But actually big.
So if you use
That
if
you're
you use
holding the camera.
yeah, if you use the yard, if you use the foot, the number will be big or small.
It will be big.
If you use a foot to measure the hammer, look at there. If you use a foot to measure the hammer, the number will be big or small.
It will be the same number. It will be the same.
If you use the
It will be the same.
if you use the foot to measure the hammer, the number will be big or small.
It will be the same letter.
No, I'm not asking for the inches. I'm asking about the foot. If you use the foot to measure the hammer, the number is big or small.
So it will be a big.
If it will be big.
Yeah.
So if you use the inches to measure the hammer, that will be big or small.
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 Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 12 1 inch is 1 foot,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So the hammer will be how big? If you use the inches, the number will be what?
The number will be
if you use the inches to measure the hammer, you know how big the hammer, right?
No.
You don't know how big the hammer?
Yeah, I don't know.
The hammer will be like this big.
Wait, Daddy? Like this big?
About. I don't.
This big?
Yeah. This. No, about. You gotta see it like that. You cannot just keep it this just for you to understand. Okay? You cannot keep this and go anywhere you go. You gotta think about it in your head, measure in your head. Like this big. About how many inches? This big. About how many inches?
It will be the same.
How many inches? About how many inches? My question is how many? About how many?
It will be 7 inches.
7 inches. So it's around like 10 inches, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's more than 5. It's more bigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that says 10 inches, right? If you use a foot,
I said 7.
about 10 inches. Okay, about. If you use a foot, how many foot for the for the hammer?
It will
Look
be
at that.
1 foot.
1 foot, right?
Yeah.
So if you use a foot to measure, the number will be big or small.
It will be big. The same.
1 foot, the number is big.
No.
So the number will be big or small.
Small.
So if you use an inch, the number will be big or small.
Big.
Okay. This scissor right here. If you use an inch to measure this, how big it is? How many inches?
1 inch.
1 inch for the scissors? Look right there. How many inches?
1 inch.
1 inch for the scissor? How can you use the 1 inch scissors? Which
12
one's
inches.
12 inches for the scissors? Come on, Cole. Think about it, Cole. You gotta look at it. How many inches for the scissor?
I don't know.
About.
I don't know.
You gotta give me a number, make sense number. You cannot just take a guess number that doesn't make sense.
7.
7. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, 6 inches, but about 7. You're good, right? So if you use this measure with the inch, the number will be big or small.
The number will be big.
Big. If you use this to measure with the foot, the number will be big or small.
Small.
Small. If you use one, okay, let's see about this. This paper towel right here. If you use an inch, how many inches for the paper towel?
6.
6 inches?
Wait.
About. You don't need an exactly number. About.
11.
11. Okay, good. So if you use the feet to measure the paper towel, how many it is?
It will be small.
No, one number. If you use a feet to measure the paper towel, one number. How many feet?
Six.
Feet.
Yes, 6.
Look at the feet.
1 foot.
So if you use feet to measure, how many feet?
1 foot.
So inch number smaller is less than the foot number or fewer than the foot number? The inches number will more than the inches number or fewer the inches number. I mean, sorry. The inches number. No. The inches number will more than foot number or fewer than foot number. More or fewer? If you use the inch.
It will be more.
Okay, good. If you use the inch, if you use a foot, that will be more or fewer than inches.
Fewer than inches.
Good. That means you good. Okay, let's see the water bottle right here. The bottle drinks. If you use the inch to measure this, how many inches?
$12.
You said that 11, this will be 12?
No.
Come on, Cole. You gotta make sense. You cannot just take and guess like that.把那个吐出来，一会儿卡嗓子了。
23.
Come on, Cole. I'm not playing.
No, for real.
For real?
1, 2, 3,
You said the paper
4,
tower
5,
is 11.
6,
Hold on. You said the paper tower is 11. This is 23? Come on, Cole. Are you seriously?
I counted it.
Yeah, you counted it. You said that 11. This is 23? Listen, it's already too late,
bad
Cole.
at this.
So give me a number. Make sense number. Look at the inch. Then look at it here. Give me a number.
Seven.
Yeah, exactly though. Good. Okay, the iPad.
God, it's so long. My iPad is the longest, guys.
How many, if you measure with the inches, how many inches?
7.
7.
Wait.
How can you measure? About, Cole, you got that's testing. That's the testing. What you
Wait,
looking?
Daddy, I know
You
now.
got-
I know now. It is 9 inches.
Oh yeah, about this 10. That's 10 inches. Yeah. Okay, you're good, Cole. That's it.
Are you okay, Daddy?
Yeah, I'm good. So you're gonna use that inches depth, and you need the
I love you,
fill
Dada.
the measure. More than foot. More inches than foot. Okay. Let's and 30. Oh, one wrong. Number 4. Number 4 is wrong. Why? Oh, I was thinking you're right. We're supposed to be the yard. I think you're right. That's my bad. Okay. You got it all right.
I hope I don't.
Okay, good.
Yay!
Okay. All right, we good.
Teacher, did you know I sing from the whole class this song? 我是最最小的鸡，爱吃糖果巧克力。为什么感冒会流鼻涕？为什么小熊吃蜂蜜？我在住在饭的花园，我是饭的叶阿爷。为什么我们要过年又为什么过年最热？兔兔耳朵也又大，因为我最害怕。为什么小孩会长大？又为什么女孩会长发？有的烟呢，有的黑，有的烟呢反而吹。为什么闪亮万飞飞？又为什么水冷到准备？ I sing that to the whole class, right, teacher? Remember?
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember, teacher?
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Good. All right, guys, we'll go to sleep.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you guys. I love you too, Daddy.
I love you too.
Bye. Peace.